Hi everyone. For those that don't know me, my name is Roger Wang. I was wondering when she will end. It goes on and on and on. But anyway, thanks for the very fine introduction. Anyway, my name is Roger. I think for our trainers, I won't call you trainers, I will call you family members. How is that so? Is it okay with both? With all? Okay, so our family members, right, part of our family, which is, I think, it has actually made up a very important aspect of MIS. I think some of you are even longer than me in MIS itself. All right, so without further ado, let me start my speech. So I was wondering why they passed me a speech. Okay, very lengthy one. Reason being because I'm coming here to see all my family members, right? Right, when I considered all of you here, you are part of our MIS family. So henceforth, I'll still have to deliver my notes, so just bear with me. Okay, first and foremost, I think we are here to meet a lot of old friends. During pandemic, right, that's where we miss each other. So henceforth, right, this is actually the very, very first event for MIS to be held in a ballroom. So with that, right, I would like to give a word of thanks to all the staff. In fact, this event was planned in a very, I would say, very last minute. Reason why? Because we managed to get the premise available to us. So henceforth, I know some of you actually received the notice a little late, so apologize for that. But nevertheless, I think, shall we give a big round of applause to all the staff? Where are you? All the MIS people. Hiding it. Okay, I think on behalf of MIS, right, I think there are many people that actually are gracing our events today. Okay, so they have traveled from abroad, they've traveled from far. So, and of course, I think we need to acknowledge their presence. So first and foremost, please help me to give a big round of applause to Mr. Chen Yafei. Our chairman, Chen Yafei itself. Okay, Mr. Chen Yafei, I think I don't need to see the notes. He has been a big brother to us. He was the chairman of the China Council of Promotion of International Trade, Commercial Sub-Council. 华文也就叫做中国贸促会商业行业分会. And currently, he's the chairman of the China International, what again? I'm trying to remember because I just got his name card. Chamber of Commerce. So handling the whole China itself in terms of international affairs. Okay, so thanks for help for giving a round of applause. Then second, I would like to actually give an acknowledgement to Ngo Tai Lo. So when I say Tai Lo, I think you know what I'm referring to. Cantonese means big brother. Hey, Mr. Sherman Lam, Dr. Sherman Lam. Okay, Dr. Sherman Lam, and of course with his madam, Emily. Sherman, and of course under Emily itself. And Sherman is also a founding member of our Chinese Global Marketing Federation. Now, just in case you wonder, what is this GCMF? It's an initiative by none other than our big brother, Chairman Chen Yafei, that wanted to gather all the Chinese power together. All right, because we find that, yes, of course, marketing, despite of a lot of some of the media that that mentioned that marketing actually derived from the West, but we truly believe that some of the Chinese marketing practice is something that cannot be denied. So that's where, under the leadership of Chen Yafei, this Global Chinese Marketing Federation was formed. So, in fact, today I would like to also acknowledge a very true, I would say, buddy and partner, which we have established working relationship for over 8-9 years. All right, he's none other than Dr. Roger Lau. Okay, I would say a lot of our initiative could not have been done if not because of you, sir. So he's the Vice President of the Marketing Institute of Singapore. He's also our Head of Academic and Exam Board. And on top of that, he has taken on more role, all right, and helping us to strategize and map up our future directions for both MIS and MISBS. So thank you. All right, I'm very happy to be working with him because through him, I'm able to learn a lot. Okay, just in case you were to guess what his age is. Now that's something that, every time we travel abroad, I'm always being asked that question. So who is younger, you or Dr. Roger Lau? Okay, so if you want tonight, please look out for him and ask him how old is he, provided you want to disclose your age. Huh? Okay, and of course today there's also a very special guest, Zheng Geping 大哥, and Hui Fang Jie, both husband and wife. Okay, I don't think I need to introduce them. For those that don't know who they are, please raise up your hand right now. Okay, Geping 大哥, I think, is a very established and acclaimed, not just actor, he has went on to do directing. Now, have you seen his latest movie? If you have not, please log on to Netflix, look for Deleted. It's the very first Singapore action movie, right, sir? Probably. Or I said in recent times. Okay? And of course, he has produced this movie. I think it's a national pride, okay, that you are able to produce such good quality movies. Earlier on, Mr. Subra, all right, remember we had that conversation. We were really very intrigued by how you're able to put forth a very nice movie. Now, this has certainly got to do with a lot of marketing effort, right? So for those that may not know, actually Geping has been our member for many years. Okay, now enough of Geping, of course, for Madam Hui Fang itself. Madam Hui Fang, if you're to know, she is the main cast for Ajunga, which was nominated for the Golden Horse Award. If you don't know, that's the Qing Ma Qiang. Okay, and on top of that, 就是慧芳姐, she's a dear sister of us. I think not just nominated for that award alone. I think there are so many awards that if I were to mention every of those awards, it would probably take me another half an hour. Okay, so if you'd like to know more, please look out for Hui Fang Jie. And on top of that, I think this is a very good opportunity, all right, for you all to actually sort of take pictures. And if you want, if Hui Fang Jie, if you don't mind, I think I was just received a very good piece of news that she actually went on to sign with another agency, one of the biggest agency in Taiwan itself. So we will be looking for your movie, all right, which will be launched hopefully in the near future. And definitely, 我在讲的是国宝级 National Treasure. Okay, if you have not seen that movie, please, try to download, or where can they watch the movie? Still not in Netflix. Prime Video. Okay, I was there during the So Ying-Wei, the premiere gala, so it was really grand and great. Okay, and of course, I think today I want to mention one very special group of people, and that are those my friends sitting over there. Hey, hi everyone. Okay, if you have to wonder, I've not seen them as a trainer in MIS. Okay, now maybe I would like to introduce my whole group of friends. There are some of them already graduated from the doctorate of business administration, and some of them are like me. I'm currently pursuing my doctorate with SUSS, our DBA program. Maybe let me introduce our Huang Jianhui Zhang. He's our chairman of our SUSS DBA alumni, and King Xiong is also our chairman. All right, and the rest of them are our friends, Stephen and the rest of them. So perhaps if you want to take some time, try to inspire them to join our rank of trainers. King Xiong, is it okay? Will you be looking forward for you? Or I would say Dr. King Xiong. Huh? When can you sign? The forms is outside. Okay, anyway, I was told to actually keep this very short. Okay, now there's the other person that I would really want to give a word of mention, and that's Mr. Aaron. All right, he's the founder for Vision Media. Now, look out for him. In fact, Aaron is someone that I've known, I think, for the past 2 years. He's an entrepreneur. And not only he's an entrepreneur, he awards entrepreneurs. Can you imagine? Okay, so he has about 600 SME organizations under his belt, okay, as in the awards itself. And in fact, I think in the near future, we'll be announcing the collaboration between Aaron and MIS. So please look out for it, okay? And of course, wow, there's a long list. You have to mention everyone, okay? But here, I think it's good to also acknowledge the presence of Mr. Samuel Xiao. Oh, Mr. Samuel Xiao, sir. Okay. Now, Sam is someone that's we've come to know for I think in recent years. And if you probably you can find out more about him in intellectual property, right? When IPOS was forming in Singapore itself, he was one of the senior advisors to them. So if you look at all the IPOS laws and regulations, right, a lot of them actually comes from the advice of Mr. Samuel Xiao. So thank you. And we managed to discover that you're very good singers yesterday. So please don't leave tonight without presenting one or two songs for us. Okay, I think more importantly, I would like to thank the Executive Council of MIS. I think you know who you are. I think over the past 3 years during pandemic, I think we actually are being faced with a lot of challenges, but we somehow or rather, overcome them, and hopefully we'll be doing better. Okay, I think there are many exciting news that I think we can be sharing with you. Sorry, I think they only give me about Dr. Roger Wang, I think you restrict me to 15 minutes, right? Okay, so some of you probably may be wondering, you're looking at the logo itself, Marketing Institute of Singapore, and of course, yes, we will be celebrating, in fact, we're celebrating our 50th year anniversary for MIS. Are you excited? You don't sound like So we will be having a very big celebration in the month of October, so please look out for it, okay? And you'll probably be asking, what is this Marketing Institute of Singapore Academy? Correct, Dave? Do you know? Do you know about this organization? You know, right? Okay, it is actually remember, I think in 2019, when we have our Trainers Appreciation Night, okay, we did mention that, we will be expanding beyond Singapore. Okay, and I'm very happy to actually report to all of you that we did. Right? In fact, we had. Okay, let me introduce Dato' Vincent Chen. Okay, Dato' Vincent Chen is a dear friend, and in fact, MISA is actually being formed to actually expand beyond Singapore horizon. So Dato' Vincent is leading our organization of Misa Sindri Berhad, okay, in Malaysia, in KL. In fact, we have our office in KL for almost a year already. So they were doing all the preparation. Now, how will this impact our family members, our family trainers? How does it impact? Can you imagine? In fact, today, the market that we will be serving will not just be restricted to Singapore alone, including Malaysia. So I will not say more. I will leave it to Dato' Vincent, which will be telling you more about the landscape of training in Malaysia itself. Okay, and there's also another very important person that I would like to also introduce, and that's none other than Dr. Loh Chin Yong. Dr. Loh. Okay, which you will be hearing from him. Now, I think most of our trainers, right, or most of our training, I would say family members, right, knows that MIS actually currently holds on to 9 disciplines of training in our executive development program. Dr. Loh will be announcing something that will be very interesting. Okay, which I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag today. Okay, so I'll leave it to you. Okay, and I think finally, more importantly, today, like what I think, when I was outside, I was speaking to our family members, the trainers pool itself. I'm here to serve you. Okay, henceforth, that's why I'm being dressed this way, like one of the hotel staff. Okay, okay. So now the reason why we are having this appreciation night, in fact, it is one of the most important events in MIS, because without you, without your quality training, without for you setting high standards in terms of training itself, MIS will not be able to back the HRM award for the 9 consecutive years. So with that, I think we should give a round of applause to our trainer too. Okay, if not because of you, we will not be able to do it. Okay, so we'll be looking forward to our 10th year this year. Okay, and on top of that, I think more importantly, I hope with our MIS or MISA platform, we will be able to bring more value to you in terms of your training path. Okay, so I think enough being said. Roger, I probably have covered some of your points. Okay, right. I think today, in fact, there are some of the trainers that could not be with us due to personal commitment. At this stage, I will also want to give a word of thanks to them. Though you are not with us today in person, I hope you are. I'm almost very certain that you'll be with us in spirit itself. Okay? I think I covered most of the points. Now, before I leave the stage for the next speaker itself, I think it is really with great gratitude that, over the years, I think during pandemic time, I think a lot of us are facing a lot of challenges along the way. And I would really want to show my sincerity and appreciation. During pandemic, we know that the training landscape actually take a very hard hit. And then all of us actually, we were trying to figure out what will happen to us. Are we still going back to the training business? Okay, so during that period of time, I think some of the trainers, I would really thank you because you actually came on board to help us. Remember our very first virtual lunchtime webinar. In fact, we were the very first in Singapore to launch a 27 days long lunchtime webinar. And this is not by effort of us, but really by the efforts of most of our trainers family itself, that really helped us to actually overcome. Then we were trying to figure out, how can we do this virtually? So you have actually helped us to actually bridge that technology gap to what we are today. So if you have visited MIS, you probably will see that we have actually set up a green room studio. Okay, so this will be part of our offerings towards our product range to be offered not just in Malaysia alone. In fact, we do have plans to set up in China. In fact, our plan is actually to set up our office in China this year. All right, and we are also in talk with some of the countries. So once it's formed, we will let you know. Okay, I think China is a very big market, so we probably need the help of our 大哥 Chen Yafei, Hui Sang, to actually bridge that gap for us. Okay, so I think enough being said. Otherwise, dinner will be served at 9 p.m. Okay, I would like to thank everyone again for gracing today's event. And like what I said, please, chill today. It's really a night for our trainers, our family, and the rest of them that are here right now with us. Thank you with that.